show. Is it a sandwich? If I called a hot dog a sandwich, do you think that you'd be fine with it? If not, then why? Let's bust this wide. Mary, Carrie, Kelly, Matt, oh my, is it a sandwich? Well, let's decide.
Hi, I'm your producer, Matt, and I need to present a short editorial. Look, we've all seen the Dune 2 popcorn bucket. I'm not going to judge what goes on between a person and their popcorn bucket in the intimacy of their own home, but this has spiraled out of control. First, it started with cute little buckets with pictures on the side. Next, it was toppers so you could mix things with your popcorn, like cheese or chocolate. And now, the Dune 2 popcorn topper. What's next? A recreation of Ryan Reynolds' adorable face you need to reach into his mouth to pluck out yummy popcorn? Popcorn scientists need to stop. They need to not ask, can we? But start asking, should we? This editorial has been the opinions of Matt Dill and does not necessarily reflect the feelings of the rest of the Order Up staff. And now back to your regularly scheduled podcast, Order Up.
Matt, coming in with your hot thoughts on the popcorn bucket. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Friends, I'm Kelly Zemnickas, as I remain. This is episode 4 of Order Up, season number 7. Speaking of the popcorn bucket, it's a Disney thing. Mary or Carrie, have you been to Disney lately? Do you know how big the popcorn bucket is at a Disney park?
I do not. Can you describe it?
Yeah. You can at the Star Wars place. You can get one that looks like one of those little mouse droids, and you get like infinite refills.
Wow.
Heather drove the line there. I haven't had like a child's first year of college and lightsabers, so she was like, "No, we're not bringing that home."
I had to say that to Adam. I was like, we're not buying popcorn buckets. This trip costs a lot of money. It was just like,
you're going to ship it home.
We're staying at a hotel or we're buying a popcorn bucket. It's crazy. I don't know.
How big? Like, is it like a trash can? Like, can you describe it?
No, they're all differently decorated. It's like collect each one kind of.
And they're seasonal too. Like they're like limited time. So, Disney people.
Yeah.
You know the Disney people.
I do know those people. Yeah.
I think they've given up. With the popcorn bucket. That somebody in advertising was like, let's do a popcorn bucket. Like, they've given up. I mean, they've created, so many, the Haunted Mansion, and now we're at popcorn buckets. I mean, come on.
Well, Mary Kennedy, by the way, listeners, Mary, I think for your one-woman show, you should have a popcorn bucket as your merch. A tiny Mary you can fill up with popcorn.
That's so cute.
There's a problem with that, and then we can move on. There's always a problem. I've been having dental work lately, and I can't do the research for this show that I like to because I've been told that I cannot have popcorn until the dental work is completed.
Oh no!
So I cannot do popcorn. It's very sad. So I'm just letting you know. Sad. I'm on hiatus, so I have to remember. So I'll take your word for it, and then maybe a year from now, when I pay off my dental work, we'll do popcorn buckets for the One Woman Show. How's that?
Carrie Haim, do you want to get a popcorn bucket thing going with me?
I would totally do that, and I will eat more. Bucket. I'll eat more popcorn because Mary can't eat her share right now. So I'll eat Mary's share of popcorn until Mary's back on the train. That seems reasonable.
And Brian Kiley, who's our guest, was raising his hand like a good student. Do you have something to add?
Well, it's funny that you bring that up because my ancestors from Ireland came to this country in a giant popcorn bucket.
Mine came in a nacho tray.
Oh,
illegals! Come on, am I right?
Well,
I take that back. I'm sorry.
Mine came in a bottle of vodka. It's still in it. All right, friends. So as I say, it's episode 4. And listeners at home, the keen-eared listener will know, despite the fact that we have only had 4 episodes, we already have 8 votes. Because nobody can pick which side they're on. Butter on your popcorn, no butter on your popcorn. Mm-hmm. It is tied. It is tied. I don't understand. Actually, no, friends, we're at 10. Oh my goodness. I don't know how we've had 5 votes each. It's no sense. Anyhow, we're going to figure it out. But first, as we always do, Matt Ardill, what other interesting food facts have you popped up with today?
Well, many of the first movie theaters got their start as vaudeville theaters. So they weren't really made for serving food. So this lack of space and ventilation made it a dangerous prospect. But theater owners were never one to turn down an opportunity for profit. See the $5 bottles of water in the theater today. When they saw customers turning up, holding their own bags of popcorn, they saw dollar signs, so started leasing lobby privileges to vendors so they could sell their food in the lobby or in front of the theaters as people came in and take a cut. And as fast as you could sing, "Let's go out to the lobby," the owners saw that they could make more money on concessions than ticket sales, so they built in concession stands that we know today. Oh. Around 80% of the margin at a concession stand is maintained and kept by the theater owners. And in some theaters, it can make up to between 35 to 50% of the revenue that they make in a year, all on popcorn and drinks and candy. But yeah.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Mind you, I do get a lot of food when I sit. What about you?
I can't watch a movie without popcorn and a
drink.
Same. Yeah. That's crazy.
Now,
I had a jujube in 1978 that's still stuck in my teeth.
Oh, man.
Now, in the popcorn state of Illinois, they will lead you in celebrating National Popcorn Popping Month in October or National Popcorn Day on January 19th. But despite being the popcorn state, they in fact do not lead as a producer of popcorn. That honor goes to Nebraska, producing 250 million pounds of popcorn a year, more than any other state.
Huh.
Well, yeah, so they got a lot of popping.
So the popcorn state is Illinois, but the producer of the most popcorn is Nebraska.
Yes.
How did that happen?
That is bizarre, yeah.
What is Nebraska known for, Mary?
Do you know? Why are you asking me? I'm from Boston. I have no idea. Nebraska is a state that I fly over every time I'm on the road. I have no idea. But thanks. I have no idea. I didn't even know it was still part of the union. I have no idea.
Well, perhaps our guest will know today when we get to the Q&A. And let's get started. It is episode 4. It is season 7. This is Order Up. All right, Mary, who is our guest today? Do tell.
Brian Kiley, everybody. Let me tell you. And I didn't do it right, actually. I said his name first when I should do a big intro like we do in comedy, but that's all right. I had to get the good Irish man's name out, Brian Kiley. Brian Kiley was the head monologue writer for Conan.
Ooh.
In New York and Los Angeles. I met him while I was a sketch actress on Conan. Incredible. Was a writer on The Ellen Show as well. Has been on David Letterman, Late Show with David Letterman several times. Late Night with Conan O'Brien several times. The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. He Cartoon Network sitcom Delocated as a reoccurring character as Rick. Comedy Central presents half-hour special. I mean, there's so much and more. I mean, and he just did a Dry Bar special, everybody. He's an incredible comic, incredible writer, one of the nicest guys in show business. I'm happy to call a friend. Everybody, Brian Kiley. Yay!
Hey, Brian.
I can't top that. I got to go.
Thank you. Good night. Okay.
So Carrie's going to be interviewing you. Carrie, you ready?
Yes, I'm so ready. Brian, I hope you're prepared for our hard-hitting questions and you've studied and you come to us with honesty and integrity. So here we go. Brian?
First one, the answer is B.
When in doubt, pick C. Okay. Here we go, Brian. What is your least favorite movie theater snack?
My least favorite, I'm going to say a kale salad.
Yeah, I second that.
Yeah, they don't sell well at all.
No, and they don't go with Milk Duds. I'll tell you that much.
No, they don't. You're right. Okay. Alrighty, kale salad. Now this is a hard one. To share popcorn or not to share popcorn in the theater?
I believe in sharing because here's the thing. I never get any popcorn, but I want the person next to me to share theirs. Do you see what I'm saying?
I do.
I like it.
Now, wait a second. So what if you were to buy the popcorn and your neighbor, your friend, did not buy the popcorn? Would you share willingly?
No. They're on their own.
Got it. Okay.
Yes.
So it's a very one-way sort of situation.
You know what? I'll share my kale salad. How about that?
Okay. That seems fair to me. All right. I don't know if this will be the same answer as number one, but what is the most unusual snack you've had in a movie theater?
You know, this is a true story. When I used to go, I remember going to the movies with my sister, and she would pack like an 8-course meal. It's like, you know, we're not moving in. We're here for 2 hours. The amount of stuff she would smuggle in was priceless. So I guess the most unusual, I remember some scallops.
No.
Very classy, yes. And you know, we're from Boston. We have to have the seafood.
In Boston. Were you at Essex? Do they have a movie theater at Woodman's in Essex? Is that where you were? Like, that's crazy. But I could see it. Legal Seafoods is opening up a movie theater for everybody. No, I'm kidding. I don't know.
That would be hilarious. Can you imagine just coming with a bucket of like scallops or a bucket of whatever? It could totally
share
happen.
them with the person next to you and they don't realize what they're putting their hands into.
Oh, God. That sounds horrible. Here's some calamari. Okay. So you have a lot of good ideas, I think. So this is going to be a good one.
No one else seems to think so. I'm so glad you said that.
Brian, I'm totally on your side. Totally with you. And I think this is going to be a good answer. I'm curious about this. When it comes to food and drink, what do movie theaters need to offer that they currently do not?
That is a great question because it's very hard to dine and dash at the movie theater. So maybe if you could pay at the end, that would be a way to do that. You know what I'm saying?
That would be interesting. So in your situation, you go in, you sit down, you get your stuff, watch your movie, and theoretically you pay at the end.
Yes, you order your popcorn, your drink, your scallops, and when the movie ends, you quickly make a run for it.
Wow. This is a whole new crime. I like Brian just invented a new felony. I like it. I like his brain. Now, Kelly told us earlier we're at about like 10 votes, despite the fact that we're only on episode 4. Math is not our thing. So this is the big question, the subject of the season. Butter or no butter on your popcorn?
That was very calculated.
Butter or no butter?
You know, I would say butter, but
okay,
if you got to do the dine and dash, it's going to weigh you down. You see what I'm saying? You want to be light on your feet when you're running out of there.
You also be slippery with your hands.
I was just going to say, it would be too slippery.
Very slippery.
Slippery is no good.
Yeah.
Leave fingerprints.
So,
does that break the deadlock?
I don't know. Is that a yes or a no? I think he's saying no.
I had to say no. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right, well,
I apologize if you have low cholesterol and you need the butter.
Apropos of nothing. thing. I actually don't have a cholesterol reading.
Oh.
I've got some weird genetic blip. My mom and I have it. We do not register cholesterol
at all. Like there's no number. Okay, that's bizarre. Okay,
I think what the psychologists call that is denial.
But here's the question: are you registering in like the sort of non-registry land? Are you registering a really high number, and the only person that knows about it is God? Or somebody else.
Yes. Possible. My doctor keeps saying it's like I'm putting you on medication. Bad cholesterol does not register with my mom and I.
Wow.
Anywho, Brian, you did break the tie. So
yay.
I'm so curious about this cholesterol thing.
I've never heard of that. Right?
Yeah, I'm sure there's something bad to that. I'm sure the joy I possess and like, I don't have any bad cholesterol means something weird is happening.
Sure. I think I only have bad cholesterol.
Me too. No.
I wasn't trying to be rude by looking at my phone, but I had to check. So in Canada, we have this VIP Cineplex.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is like fancy. You get a fancy seat. They have waiters that bring you a meal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They serve calamari.
No.
They don't serve scallops, but they do serve calamari.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Here's my question to you, though. What is your cholesterol?
You gotta watch what you eat.
Is it like around 200?
Around there.
Now, is that 200 Canadian?
Yeah.
It's metric. It's metric.
Yeah.
It's metric 200.
100 US.
Crazy. So what's the fun? Now I'm going to ask you to do math, Kelly. So what are we looking at numbers wise?
I don't have a number.
No, not you.
No. I'm not talking. No. About the popcorn. Sorry.
Our tally.
Okay. So right now, drum roll, episode 4, we are at 6 votes for no butter, 5 votes for butter.
Yes.
So
I'm
on the no camp.
Double counted the people like me who
said
were like
maybe.
both.
Yeah,
like
both. Yeah.
Like layered. We counted the layered as both.
Yeah.
Because that's wrong. That's wrong. The answer is no. You don't have butter on your popcorn. It's slippery. It's a hazard for the felony. It raises your cholesterol. There's a lot of problems with it. So, Matt, you could reconsider.
Nah.
No, he's good. He's good with what he's got.
But my intro has Brian as the nicest guy in show business, and he is talking about being a felon in a movie theater. So, do we? I don't know.
He's got a dark side.
Go to the movies to escape.
Yes.
So funny. Excellent. So we're good. You're winning, Kelly, again. I'm getting upset again.
Don't get mad. I'm curious, Brian. What was the snack situation like on Conan? What was your go-to when you were writing?
Well, I mixed up. In the beginning, I would take a little cereal break.
Oh,
and
I love cereal.
And I'd get like a little carton of milk, and I'd have some Raisin Bran.
Oh.
And then after a while, I switched. I changed snacks. So then around the third year, I started having something called meth.
New snack.
They're great. Yeah.
And was that satisfied? Does that satisfy your cravings? Okay.
Yes, with no butter.
Of course. No, because slippery. Again, there's problems. Yeah.
I never saw meth at the craft table at Conan, but that's just maybe I wasn't looking in the right place.
Early.
Yeah.
My call time was always 10 a.m. There's the issue. Yeah.
By then, it's gone.
Long gone. Yeah.
Yes,
no Raisin Bran, no meth. Yeah.
That's what I think movie theaters need to offer. Meth.
Meth.
Yeah.
My God.
Keep on popping on your popcorn.
Oh,
That
ew.
or when you're going to see something like poor things like Shrooms.
Yeah,
I think that
that's interesting. That could be a whole theater, a new kind of an event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a rave?
Yeah.
I like how you said that. Have you been to a rave, Mary?
I don't know all the raves I go to. I sit around and watch movies.
The edgiest that I am is that Robert Kennedy Jr. is my cousin. That's all I'm going to say. And the only psychedelics we use are the brainworms. So there it is. It's the Kennedy secret. Yeah, no, I don't. So Brian, do you have stuff coming up? We are an evergreen podcast, so it kind of has to be kind of.
So you mean like permanently or regularly or that kind of thing?
Just stuff coming up, and if people want to find your where you are, what's your Instagram and your socials?
They can go to BrianKiley.com. I have my schedule. I have to admit, I don't know how to do my calendar, so it has my gigs, but it also has my doctor's appointments. If people out there want to know when I'm getting my acupuncture, they can go to my website.
There's no shame in that. I somehow shared my calendar with my mom, and I don't even know why. So she'll call me up and ask me.
Oh my God, that's crazy!
I'm like, how do you know this? Well, a warning came up on my phone that you're going to the doctor today.
That's very nice. Brian's going, then we're in trouble.
Yeah. You're going to have to start charging a cover and 2-drink minimum at your acupuncturist. Because and it's going to be, calamari and a side of scallops. No butter.
I do pay him in drink tickets. I have to bring 5 other people with a bad back.
I'll come. I'll be right there. Yeah.
Kelly, I've never seen Kelly laugh this much on the podcast. So either we're doing something wrong, or she's breathless.
So Brian, you should come to Toronto and do some comedy here, because look how much we laugh at your stuff. See?
That's and the Canadians are so polite.
So true.
Polite. I would love it. I would love it. Yeah, you hook me up with a gig and I'll be there.
Ooh, there's a challenge. We could do that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Mary and I will go and we're a combo platter.
Awesome.
Yeah, we are like Fantasy Island in Salem, Massachusetts. Yeah.
Wait till you hear about that gig we did in Pueblo, Colorado. We did 200 lunch ladies, remember?
Yeah, and we had lunch ladies, and they got a really good lunch. We could have had that lunch. They had like steak and baked potato, and then they were a little short on time, so it was probably the shortest gig Brian and I have ever done, and we got paid really well, and they were, it was great.
Nicer. And from now on, ever since that gig, every show I do, I insist everyone in the audience wears a hairnet.
That was part of our.
You can't be too careful. Can't be too careful.
That was the part of our swag bag: hairnets, and
my case was cruel, but still.
There you go. So
I just want to follow up on one of the answers you gave of when your sister used to bring all that stuff with the scallops. Did your sister make those scallops, or did she buy them?
Oh no, she didn't. She didn't make anything. No, but it was almost as if we hadn't eaten in 3 weeks, and we were never going to eat again. It was really. It was like guys like on death row were like, you know what? That's too much food.
So funny. Would she tailor it to the movie? Like, did you guys go see like some kind of Titanic?
Oh, that is a great.
That's a good idea.
Like you go to see Jaws and you bring a bag of chum or whatever.
Yes.
I'll have to give her that suggestion. That's a great idea.
That is a good idea.
Could be good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And dinner in a movie made by Brian's sister.
Listen, I brought craft service to a film shoot that was overnight in New York because I did not think that we'd be fed, which was the dumbest. This is early on in my career, and so I literally brought craft service for about 25 people, and people are like, "Why are you I don't understand."
Oh wow.
Because I was scared, it must be the whole when there's tons of people in an Irish family, you're afraid you're not going to get the potato.
Right. Sure.
Yeah.
So I brought about 20 for everybody. So
that's so sweet.
And lots of guilt. So, it was great.
I used to do that as a kid at birthday parties. Like when I was in 5th grade, I truly did make cobblers.
Oh, so sweet.
Yeah.
So popular.
Impressive.
I want you coming to my birthday party.
I'm very good at cobblers now. Bad with romance, good with cobblers. Okay.
That's the title of your book right there, Kel.
There you go. All right, Brian. Well, with that, as we say, no butter is in the lead. Friends, tune in for episode 5 when we'll have amassed 20 votes by then, probably. We'll just have to wait and listen. This has been Order Up. Order Up is hosted and produced by Matt Ardill,
Mary Kennedy,
Larry Hayne,
Kelly Zemeckis.
and original music is by Rebecca McDonald.